Parish Inspector General slammed the NOPD Wednesday for downgrading and under-investigating rapes and sexual assaults over a period of several years.
And the WDSUI team has learned another parish is facing similar allegations, but the focus is not on police officers. It's prosecutors who some say have dropped the ball.
It's just scary, to think that there are people out there that are getting off with these charges as a lesser charge.
Well, tonight, one victim tells us how she was pressured to take a plea deal and why she said no way. Now, we have poured over court records that show dozens of sexual assault cases have been dismissed or even downgraded in this parish.
Investigative reporter Travers Mackel is live now with the new incoming DA and what he says he's doing about it.
In St. Bernard Parish, plea bargains are the norm. Only a handful of cases handled by the DA's office over the last 3 years have ever seen the inside of a courtroom. In fact, violent sex crime cases have been outright dismissed in droves. Dana Acevedo says she was assaulted, then, here at the courthouse, insulted.
They weren't very encouraging and supportive of it.
Her determination to see her attacker receive the harshest penalty dismissed, she claims. Acevedo is the victim of a sexual assault. She chose to talk on camera about what she calls a problem with the prosecution of rape cases in St. Bernard Parish.
It's very disturbing.
Court records show over the last 5 years, almost 50 sexual battery, aggravated incest, molestation of a juvenile, simple rape, and forcible rape cases have been dismissed by the DA's office. That's in a parish with just over 43,000 residents. Many other cases have been pleaded down. In this 2012 case, the suspect was initially charged with sexual battery. It was reduced to simple battery as part of a deal, meaning a sex crime was reduced to a charge not considered violent by state statutes. The defendant was given a 6-month prison sentence and credited with time served. The same thing happened with this case a year later. A forcible rape charge downgraded to aggravated battery, which isn't a sex crime.
It's just scary, to think that there are people out there that are getting off with these charges as a lesser charge.
Acevedo saw her case through, she tells the I-Team. She insisted that prosecutors go after the steepest charge, and the men who molested her when she was a juvenile were convicted and are now serving time. But it wasn't an easy process.
They had tried to get us to drop the charges, they kind of discouraged us. You know how difficult this is going to be to go through court.
Right, and a lot of times they pressure the victims into reducing the charges. Look, we'll get something back. At least we'll get something if we plea bargain it out.
Sharon Marie Chester is a licensed therapist in Chalmette. She owns The Healing Place, a clinic that specializes in helping battered and abused women. She's closely followed how sex crimes are prosecuted in St. Bernard Parish.
It's a big problem.
We had to call the DA's office and ask them, what's going on? When's our next meeting?
For 30 years, the man in charge, Jack Raleigh. At 83 years old, he decided not to seek re-election. He passed away earlier this month. And that's created a temporary leadership gap. It's not clear who's in charge right now and will remain at the helm until the next elected DA takes office in January.
Despite handling more than 4,200 criminal matters in the past 3 years, only a few of the cases prosecuted by one specific office ever made it to trial.
In May of 2013, the WDSUI team documented how plea bargains have become the norm in St. Bernard Parish. Of more than 4,000 total cases handled by the DA's office, only 3 had seen the inside of a courtroom at the time of our report. 99.9% ended in a plea deal, a number far higher than the national average, and an unacceptable number to the head of the Metropolitan Crime Commission.
That is very unusual, and I think he probably owes an explanation to the public.
I get friends to be competed against. Newly elected DA Perry Nicosia campaigned on the issue of bringing more cases, especially sex crimes, to trial.
There are many pending sex crimes still before the district attorney's office in St. Bernard. Those crimes will be investigated. I will go through the evidence and make sure they are brought to trial. in accordance with the law.
Acevedo hopes so because she says her case, like many of these others, nearly fell through the cracks of the criminal justice system.
They need to focus on it.
Before his death, records show Jack Raleigh didn't use the habitual offender statute, better known as the 3 strikes and you're outlaw, over the last 3 years in St. Bernard Parish. Scott?
Nick Kosho will be sworn in January.